I've been waiting all day to make this video, you know, put out the King Von stuff and the Little J stuff. And I said, I'm going to save Pop for last. Save the best for last. And this is good news. Kefee D, one of the suspects that was involved with the murder of Tupac Shakur. He was hired by Puffy, for y'all that don't know. But, yeah, they did a hit, him and his nephew, Orlando Anderson. Well, after 20-something years, damn near 30 years, Las Vegas PD runs up in his crib today. They had a warrant, a search warrant. They're looking for certain evidence. What led up to this is because Kefee D, for the last few years, he wrote a book, and he's been all on, like, big platforms talking about, bragging about what him and his nephew and 2 other people did. That messed up night in Vegas, you know. They rolled up on Pac and killed him over a fight, you know. But anyway, he's been bragging about it. The reason why Kefee D never got locked up is because he had a proffer agreement. And in that agreement, it's like Queen for the Day. That's what they call it. Where you can confess all your crimes up to that point, and you will not get locked up for it as long as you give them what they really asking for, what they really want. And they hit him with trafficking, I forgot, PCP, that's the drug. They hit him with that, and you know, to get less time, he cut a deal, and they gave him the Queen for the Day, the proffer agreement. But the thing about it, though, when he gave his testimony on what happened to Tupac, part of the agreement is you can't go out here making money off of your victim's name. You can't go out here bragging about it. You know what I mean? Because, for one, I think the agreement was in the state of California. The agreement wasn't in Nevada, the state of Nevada, where the murder took place. You understand? Alright, so all this evidence is building up, and Keefe D been running around here making good money with these interviewers, talking about Tupac and Orlando Anderson and what happened to our beloved GOAT of hip-hop. Well, they ran up in his crib. And this is not the last you're going to hear of this, because if y'all know Kefee D the way I know him, I mean, he already did this before, but they're coming for Diddy next. Yeah, Puff Daddy. Kefee D is going to throw Puffy under the bus, and that's the big fish that they really want. So buckle up. Let's tap into some of these news clips, and I'm going to also show the dude, Greg Keefe D, I can't remember his name. And I'm going to let you hear what he said. He was the guy who cut that deal with Kefee D. So I'm going to let y'all check out what he said like a few months back. It might have been over a year back. And, yeah, buckle up. It's about to be one crazy fucking ride.
But first, from our 8 News Now investigators, a Valley home searched in connection to the Tupac Shakur murder investigation nearly 27 years after his death. Thanks for joining us here at 6. I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Brian Loftus. Metro Police confirming they searched a home as part of their ongoing work to solve who killed the rapper and hip-hop icon. 8 News Now investigator David Charnes breaking this story. David, what are you learning tonight?
Right, Denise, sources telling the 8 News Now investigators this search involves Dwayne Davis, also known as Keefe D. Davis speaking publicly about the night Tupac died in videos on YouTube and in a book.
It's a murder that shocked the world of music. 25-year-old Tupac Shakur shot 4 times inside this BMW in this intersection near the Las Vegas Strip in September 1996. He would die from his injuries 6 days later. 8 News Now investigator Vanessa Murphy speaking exclusively with paramedics in 2016.
We brought the gurney up,
over,
just pulled him out.
pulled him out, and that's when, everybody was yelling, Tupac, Tupac.
Over the last 27 years, Metro Police have made no arrests, suspecting a rival gang targeted the rapper after a Mike Tyson fight. Someone in another car shot Shakur. The question, after all these years remaining, who was it? Sources telling the 8 News Now investigators Tuesday the warrant served at a home in Henderson Monday involves 60-year-old Dwayne Davis, also known as Keefe D. He's made several public statements about a possible shooter. Sources say detectives may have been looking for writings or documents connected to a book Davis recently published. People at the home declined to comment Tuesday, warning things could escalate should we stay outside or record them.
Right now, nobody is in custody, and a quarter-century later, police have never filed charges in this case, a case Metro says it is determined to solve. I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
Our CBS affiliate in Los Angeles reporting Davis is on tape confessing to being in the car with the shooter. Nevada does not have a statute of limitations in murder cases.
Sat down with Kefee D, myself, the FBI, Kefee D's lawyer. We sat down under what's known as a proffer agreement, and he divulged all of the details about what took place in Las Vegas the night Tupac was shot. At that point in time, we're just going through the investigative. We're just going through the kind of investigative process until I retired, and I came to the realization that these crimes, the public is never going to know what we did in this investigation and the information that we attained. And so I took it upon myself to say, listen, and I went and met with Keefe D before I did it, by the way. He knew that I was releasing the information. I went to his house. We sat in my truck, and I said, here's the deal. You're never going to probably get prosecuted on this, but I'm going to expose what you did. Wow. And I said, I'm just letting you know ahead of time. I'm writing a book, and I'm going to tell the story. And listen, you got a huge break on the dope case that we built against you, which was 25 to life. You're walking away on a murder. So if the punishment for you is that the public knows the truth about what you did, well, then that's just the fucking way it's going to be. I'm not sorry I did it. You know, he's who he is. I told him what I was going to do. His response was, oh, fuck it then. I'm a gangster. I'll handle that shit. That's exactly what he told me. And said, okay, well, that's your decision. That's your life. That's you. Go do you. I'm telling the world what the fuck happened because this story is more important than you. In fact, I think this story is more important than your life.
I'm gonna end the video like this, and I'm willing to bet any one of you in the comment section, if they can tie Keefe D down and he get charged, Puffy is next. He's definitely, I mean, just off the fact that Keefe never got his money. Von Zip got the money, and Puffy never made right with that debt he owed Keefe and the Southside Crips. So Keefe don't care. He's gonna throw him under the bus. He already been throwing Diddy under the bus. You understand? You can't escape karma, especially something like on this level, this magnitude. You understand? So it is what it is. Buckle up, Diddy. You know what I mean? It's bad boy for life, right? Well, you might be looking at life, Playboy. Take that. Rest in peace, Pac. I'm gone. Port City, Black TMZ, Black Sector Mafia.
This is not the GOAT. This is not the GOAT. You want to see the real GOAT? Do you want to see who's the real GOAT? I'll show you a real GOAT. I'll show you a real GOAT. It's